Hello my book besties, it's Dano and today I am bringing you some October new releases. So this list is by no means the be all and end all. I'm sure I'm missing a whole lot of books on here that you would be interested in, probably that I'd be interested in, but these are the ones that I have found that have caught my eye so far and that I just wanted to talk about. There are some on here that are the sequels in book series. Not gonna lie, some of them are series that I haven't even started yet, but I'm still interested in trying them, and so then hopefully with the next one coming out, I might get my arse in gear and get onto them. But anyway, I thought we'd get started, and yeah, leave a comment down below if there are other ones that I'm missing that you think I should definitely check out. But let's get into October 7th. So first up on my list we have Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is the second book in the Bride series, although on Storygraph it's not actually been listed as the second in the series, which is kind of strange. So I don't know how much of the description is actually a spoiler because I haven't read the first one. I'm really keen to, and now that the second one has come out and it's October, I might just give it a go. So definitely looking forward to it. It talks about hybrid humans and alpha wares. So it's a companion novel apparently, according to Storygraph. So it's not saying that they're a part of a series, but I would still take that as being a part of the series. Anyway, there's vampires, there's werewolves. It's a perfect October read, essentially. Okay, next up is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This is her adult debut, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how she goes stepping out of the YA era into the world of adult, new adult. I don't know where it sort of falls within that lines, but for this, local legends and urban myths taught by a woman called the Professor. Most students believe the Professor's stories are just fiction, but Holland St. James has always been convinced that magic is real. When she tracks down a local legend named the Watchman, who can supposedly tell you when you'll die, the world finally makes sense. Especially that the Watchman tells her that she will die at midnight tomorrow unless she finds an ancient object called the alchemical heart? Going with alchemical. With the clock ticking, Holland is pulled deeper into this magical world in the heart of Los Angeles and into the path of a magnetic stranger. Everything about him feels like a bad idea, but he promises Holland that her sister sent him to protect her. As they chase clues and stories that take them closer to the alchemical heart, Holland realizes everyone in this intoxicating new world is lying to her, even this stranger. And if she can't figure out whom to trust, not even the alchemical heart will save her. Oh. Anyway, even though I cannot pronounce anything in that, I am looking forward to it. I've read some of Stephanie Garber's YA books, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how she goes in the adult world, as I said. So yes, looking forward to it. Next up is a pair. So it's The Crimson Throne by Sarah Rash and Beth Revis. These two have been running together for such a long time, and yet I've still not read anything that they've written together, or separately for that matter, I don't think. But this book is described as Outlander meets Holly Black in this enemies to lovers romantasy, set in the dazzling and dangerous Scottish court, where Fae guardians of the realm falls in love with a charming Elizabethan spy who could also be the key to her world's undoing. Yes, please. I don't know where this falls on the YA spectrum though. It's classed in Storygraph as YA, however, the characters are 19 and 18, so to me that's actually new adult. So I don't know where it sort of lies spice-wise or anything like that. But I'm looking forward to this, and I actually want to give this dynamic duo a go and read something that they've written, but this one just sounds right up my alley, so I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we have another YA author that's making an adult debut, and this is Overdue by Stephanie Perkins. So this follows Ingrid Dull, a cheerful 29-year-old librarian in a cozy mountain town of Ridgetop, North Carolina, who has been happily dating her college boyfriend Corey for 11 years without ever discussing marriage. Ugh! But when Ingrid's sister announces her engagement to a woman she's only been dating for 2 years, Ingrid and Corey feel the pressure to consider their future. Neither has ever been with anybody else, so they make an unconventional decision. They'll take a 1-month break to date other people and then reunite and move forward towards marriage. What could go wrong with that? That sounds complicated as all hell. I've heard some mixed things about this book, but I haven't read a Stephanie Perkins book in such a long time, and so I'm definitely willing to give her adult debut a go and see how it is. Okay, next up is My Favourite Holiday by Lauren Blakely. Now, the tropes on this got me. Fake dating, billionaire, single dad, office romance, small town and holiday romance. I don't need to say any more. I'm sold. I cannot wait to read this. It just sounds like a cozy Christmas vibes theme that I want to be eating these books up in December. So yes, I am looking forward to it. And rounding out the 7th, we have The Ordeals by Rachel Greenlaw. So this is about, it's a romantasy where an illusionist competes in a series of deathly trials for a spot in an elite magical college. Again, right up my alley. You've got trials, you've got magic school. Yeah, like 20-year-old Sophia de Winter has only known life bound to her cruel uncle, the Collector, thanks to a blood bond he extracted from her as a child. When she learns of Kilmarth College, an elite academy for magic wielders outside of the Collector's control, she knows it is her only chance to finally break free. But to gain entry, she'll have to compete against other illusionists, botanists and alchemists in a series of brutal trials that many hopefuls don't survive. The Ordeals. This just sounds so good. Yeah, again, right up my alley, loving all those things. I cannot wait. And moving on to the 14th of October, we have Red City by Marie Lu. This is again another new adult series by a previously loved YA author, so definitely looking forward to seeing how she transitions from the YA style of writing to a adult style. So yes, cannot wait for this. But again, we got more alchemy. So alchemy is a hidden art of transformation, in an exclusive power wielded by crime syndicates that market it to the world's elites in the form of sand, a drug that enhances those who take it into a more perfect version of themselves. More beautiful, more charismatic, simply more. Among the gleaming skyscrapers and rolling foothills of Angel City, alchemy is controlled by 2 rival syndicates. For years, Grand Central and Luminese have been balanced on a razor's edge between polite negotiations and outright violence. But when two childhood friends step into that delicate equation, the city and the paths of their lives will be irrevocably transformed. This is also giving me Romeo and Juliet vibes. That's what it's feeling to me. So I kind of hope that that's where it goes, like those star-crossed lovers from the two families and the rivals, and anyway, it sounds really good. I think I've read something by it. Yes. Marie Lu did the Legend series. I mean, it's been years and years since I read that book, and I don't know if I actually completed the entire series. I own it. But maybe this will get me into it. And I'll read this, and then I'll go back and read all that. Up next, we have The Mist Thief by L.J. Andrews. This is the third book in the Everseas series, and this is the last book that is being originally indie published and is now traditionally published. After this, the next book is coming out next year, and that's the first time that the fourth book will ever be published. So the first three have done 3 months in a row of being traditionally published, and now we're gonna have to wait for the next one. So I'm thinking if I read these like staggered over the next couple of months, it will lead me closer to reading the fourth one when that comes out. And I have now been told that this ties in with her other series that I'm currently blanking on the name of. And the Everking, the first in the... No, not Everking. The Everseas. No, it is the Everking. Why am I now dating? Yeah, the Everking. The Everking is on my TBR for October, so I'm looking forward to reading that and then seeing how everything tie in. But yes, loving that this one has been traditionally published and we get more of it. And lastly, for the 14th is a very fun sounding book, and it's An Amateur Witch's Guide to Magic and Murder by Kay Valentin, I hope. So in this book we follow Matteo, who has 99 problems, and all of them hinge on the fact that his terrifying and currently missing mother trapped a demon in his body when he was born. His mother has always forbade him from ever using magic, but now that she's gone, he really wants an exorcism to get this demon out. But that costs money. So what's the harm in making a quick buck and calling himself an occult specialist and chanting a few half-remembered spells in crappy Spanish, you know? And then enter Trofa, a naive Nepo baby with a curse that keeps killing people around him. Most importantly, he's rich and too clueless to clock that Matteo and his absolutely not the assistant astral projecting best friend Ophelia have never actually had a client before. This sounds just like a fun, good time. It is an LGBTQIA+ book, and it sounds like a great Halloween romance, funny time. And it'll break up all the horrors and thrillers, so I'm looking forward to it. Up next, coming out on the 21st of October, we have Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. I have heard so many amazing things about B.K. Borison, and I keep meaning to pick up one of her books and just get into it. And I think that this is going to be my starting point because, again, Christmas holiday themes, I'm getting into that style, so definitely excited for this one. And this one is following Ghosts of Christmas Past. Nolan Callahan intends to spend his holiday hunting like every other, get in, get out, return to his otherwise aimless existence as a ghost awaiting the afterlife. But when he's faced with Harriet York, the sweetest assignment he's ever had, he suddenly finds himself wishing for a future. Harriet York has no idea why she's been haunted. She's a good person, or at least that's what she tries to be. A people pleaser to her core, she's always done what is expected of her. But as she and Nolan begin to examine her past, they discover that there are threads that bind them together and realise that there might be more to moving on than expected. This one just sounds like a cozy Christmas themed with a bit of like fantasy elements in there, but it just sounds like a sweet time. So I'm looking forward to it. Next up we have Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake. I have read the Atlas 6 and I wasn't a massive fan of it, but I'm hoping that this being a bit more of an adult book like really sucks me in, because the premise of this book does sound really good to me. So in this book we follow Nina, who had a horrible freshman year, and now as a sophomore she knows that being one of the chosen few accepted into the house is the first step in her path to the brightest possible future. Once she's taken into the fold, the house will surely ease her fears of failure and protect her from those who see a young woman on her own as easy prey. Meanwhile, her Professor Dr. Sloane Hartley is struggling to return to work after accepting a demotion to support her partner's new position at a cutthroat university. After 18 months at home with her newborn daughter, Sloane's clothes don't fit right, her girl dad husband isn't as present as he thinks he is, and even the few hours a day she's apart from her child fills her psyche with a paralysing inult. When invited to be the house's academic liaison, Sloane enviously drinks in the way the alumni seem to have it all, achieving a level of collective perfection that Sloane desperately craves. As Nina and Sloane get drawn deeper into the arcane rituals of the sisterhood, they learn that living well comes with a bloody cost, and when they are finally invited to the table, they will have to decide just how much they can stomach in the name of solidarity and power. So, this one is giving me Ninth House vibes with kind of like some Butcher and Blackbird elements in there. If you know, you know. Anyway, we just had that at book club, so it's fresh on my mind. As I said, I've tried Olivia Blake before. Wasn't too keen, but this does sound a bit more up my alley, so I'm willing to give her another go and give this a try, and hopefully it works out well. The next up we have The Things Gods Break by Abigail Allen. This is the second book in the Crucible series, and this is a Hades book, and I love a Hades book. There are trials in this, there's games, and Hades in the first book has never participated in these games before, but then suddenly he brings a contestant along. She doesn't want to be there. I have not read the first book yet. I really want to read the first book. It is on my October TBR. So I want to read the first book and then get this one and read this one, because I love a Hades book. So I'm so excited for this. Up next we have A Curious Kind of Magic by Mara Rutherford. This is a YA book, and the description of this it sounded good, and I didn't need to read any more. So it's described as House Moving Castle meets Little Thieves in this cozy fantasy about a teenage owner of a mostly fake magical curiosity shop and a girl cursed to turn everything she touches into magic. It just sounds so sweet, and I'm kind of keen. I'm really liking the standalone cozy fantasy books at the moment, so I thought this would be a nice one to break up all the other books that I'm reading, and yeah, I'm just off that intrigued. Moving on to the 28th of October, we have Bonds of Hercules. This is the second book in the Villains of Law series by Jasmine Mars. I've heard so many good things about the first book, which is The Blood of Hercules, and I plan on just binging both. I don't know if it's a duology or not, but I don't care. I plan on binging both because who doesn't love some mythological romance and everything else? And I don't know if it's this, but yes, I'm pretty sure it's at least the first book. There was some nice steamy scenes in there. We've got some spice going, so looking forward to it. And this one, the description also, I love it when people when publishers and everything put effort into the descriptions and make it unique. So this one has accidentally getting trapped into a I can't even speak. Accidentally getting trapped into a marriage with my scary enemies, check. Accidentally joining an intense Spartan cult, check. Accidentally agreeing to participate in a gladiator competition, check. I've discovered my powers and things are not well. Everybody better beware of me. I love it. If that's all you need to say in your description of your book, go right ahead. Sold. Take my money. Up next we have The Wrath of the Fallen by Amber V. Nicole. This is the 4th book in the Gods and Monsters series. I read the first book a couple of months ago for book club and I did really enjoy it. So I need to read book 2 and 3 before I can move on to 4. But I'm looking forward to coming back to this world and seeing how it's developed and getting to explore more of it because it was, well, technically multiple worlds. And I really enjoyed the connection between, what was her name? Diana and Liam. Yeah. So, looking forward to seeing how that all evolves over the next couple of books in between and then this. The 28th is such a big release day that it's going to be great, but it's all the Halloween vibes. But sorry for our bank accounts. Up next we have Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. This is a YA horror book and I've heard so many good things about their book Don't Let the Forest In. Again, I'm pretty sure this is on my October TBR for this month. So hopefully I really enjoy that and then I'll want to pick up this book as well. They're not connected, they're just by the same author. But I believe it's sort of that same sort of YA horror vibes. So looking forward to it. This book follows Evander, who has lived like a ghost in the forgotten corners of the Hazelthorn estate ever since he was taken by his reclusive billionaire guardian. For his safety, Evander was given 3 ironclad rules to follow. He can never leave the estate, he can never go into the gardens, and most importantly, he can never again be left alone with Byron's charming, underachieving grandson, Laurie. That last rule has been in place ever since Laurie tried to kill Evander 7 years ago, and yet somehow Evander is still obsessed with him. I don't know if this has a romance element into it at all. I'm interested. I don't really want to know more about it because it's a mystery. So you want it to be mysterious. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. As I said, heard so much good things about, Don't Let the Forest In. Everyone was raving about that book, so hopefully this one is just as brilliant. Up next we have The Defender, which is book 2 in the Gods of the Game by Anna Huang. I am going to a book event this weekend where Anna Huang is going to be, so hopefully I get a chance to meet her, although I know the event's going to be pretty busy, so I'm sort of like tempering my expectations of who I'm going to be meeting and how many people I get to meet, but looking forward to it. It's making me want this book even more. But this book follows a footballer. I don't know, it's a football romance. Like, can we just love the sports romances? I'm here for it. I love them. And it's a sports nutritionist and a footballer. I don't need to say anymore. I'm here for it. I'm down. Sign me up. Up next we have Never Ever After by Su Lin Tan. And this is a Cinderella inspired fantasy romance. So yes, please. And this book is following Yinning, who, after the death of her beloved uncle, they have only survived as a skilled thief and an even better liar. But when she acquires an enchanted ring that holds the key to a brighter future, it is stolen by her step-aunt, and Yinning must venture into the imperial heart of the kingdom to seize it back. So you can kind of see where the Cinderella elements are breaking into that. I am looking forward to it. I don't want to know too much more about how it's, like what Cinderella aspects are in there, but, you know, it's marked as a YA fantasy romance, so I'm assuming there won't be too much spice in that, but we'll see. Up next we have The Book of Autumn by Molly O'Sullivan. This is a debut book, so shout outs to her for debuting. This book is about ambition, privilege, second chance romance, and ancient magic set in an enchanted school tucked among the red mesa of rural New Mexico, where a formidable pair of musicians are summoned to pursue an alleged killer. It sounds so good. I am looking forward to it, and I love supporting debut authors, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one and cannot wait for it to come out. And lastly, we have The Changeling Queen by Kimberly Bay. I don't know how it's pronounced, sorry. But this is a lyrical, sensual, feminist retelling of the Scottish Ballad of Tamlin, and it combines folklore, desire, sacrifice, and nature's wonder in a tale perfect for fans of it's saying Holly Black and Quicksilver and Outlander. Follows Janet, who on Samhain in medieval Scotland, while pregnant, she rescues her lover Tamlin from being sacrificed by the wild hunt. But the callous fairy queen is not finished with them yet. Over the span of a single night, the Queen and Janet spar over Tamlin's fate. The Queen aims to win, knowing how fickle mortals can be. Long before she was royalty, she was simply Bess, the changeling daughter of a midwife. And this is inspired by Scotland's famous Ballad of Tamlin, weaving together mystical folklore and tragic romance. I'm so looking forward to this. It seems right up my alley. I love some good Scottish folklore and having the occult sort of elements and pagan rituals in there. Fae, yes. Sounds good. So those are all the books that I have on my radar for October. As I said at the start, if you think I have missed some that I definitely should get my hands on and read, please leave them down in the comments below, and I hope that this has sparked your interest in some of these as well. And yes, I'm so looking forward to some spooky October reads, all fun times. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to, please hit the subscribe button. If you wanted to let me know that you're here but not really in a chatty mood, let's leave a fairy emoji down below for the Changeling Queen, and I will see you all next time. Thanks, bye!